guys are new, welcome. If not, welcome back. I love y'all. Everyone say hello to Dashie. Hello, Dashie. Commenting, liking, subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon and smashing that thanks button down below. Super chats as well. Okay, so today was a pretty good day for the markets in general. The markets were up a lot, 2.59% for the S&P 500. The Dow was up 2.66%, and the Nasdaq was up 2.27%. So a little bit, about 2.5% all across the board. That did do a little bit better than OMI, which was down about 1.3%. Obviously, stocks did need to go back up after the 9% loss it had in all of September. So in general, when you're supposed to have about 9 to 11% each year in gains, and it loses 9% in 1 month, it's generally not something that you want to go and see. But anyway, it did go behind and do that. Bitcoin was up on the day over 3%, which is super fantastic. And I haven't checked on Ethereum yet. We'll do that right now, up 3.73% as well. So this is for, I think, the second day in a row that it did not outperform Bitcoin and Ethereum, and it was the first on a streak that it did not outperform the markets. The market did outperform that. But that's not the biggest thing that we have seen. One of the biggest things that I think is, which I think should be driving the markets in a completely negative way, was that the Nord, I keep mentioning that Nord pipeline going and being sabotaged, but the markets seem to be positively reacting to that. And another thing that they seem to be positively reacting to, which I don't understand why, maybe someone can comment down below, is if you go and you take Ukraine, that a couple days ago asked to be in the European Union, and if they were to say, or I'm sorry, not the European Union, NATO, they asked to join NATO, and 9 members said yes. I did Google that before. It was, what was he here? Presidents of Poland, Romania, Slovakia, Czech Republic, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Montenegro, and North Macedonia firmly stand behind a NATO decision made in 2008 to basically have Ukraine a part of them. Be advised, if Russia keeps attacking with Ukraine part of NATO, it's not just Russia and Ukraine anymore, and other companies, yeah, we're gonna, support you. That is a full-scale war in all of Europe, and I guess people are deciding, oh, hey, if they do join NATO, then Russia will back off. I hope that happens. I hope this is a fast track to peace. We could all hope that, but that's I don't know. I'm a little concerned about that. Comment down below if you think I'm being silly. Chavez, you're being concerned for nothing, and yada yada yada. Anyway, outside of that, we did have a couple of things going on here. We did have the Japanese Prime Minister say that the government investment in digital transformation will include the metaverse and NFTs. So, like I said, the world is going this way. According to Fumio Kishida, the government of Japan's investment in digital transformation, including issuing NFTs to local authorities using digital solutions. Fumio Kishida, the Prime Minister of Japan since 2021, has said the government will be making efforts to promote Web3 services, including those dealing with non-fungible tokens, or NFTs, and the metaverse. In an October 3rd speech, it's October 3rd. Everyone comment down below your favorite Mean Girls reference. The government said investing in the cryptocurrency transformation already included issuing NFTs to local authorities using digital technology to solve challenges in their respective jurisdictions. Also hinted at digitizing national ID cards. In addition to, the Prime Minister said the cabinet would promote efforts to expand the use of Web3 services that utilize the metaverse and NFTs. So that's really, really good just for adoption in the real world. And something what I had mentioned on Twitter and on this particular title was Marvel x Veve. It is the official lineup for what we have for Comic-Con. There was a video about it already, but we did get the mint numbers today. The Welcome to New York poster, I really, really want. Am I willing to spend $60 to get it? I don't know. I mean, it does look really cool. You got a bunch of Fantastic Four in there. You got Scarlet Witch. You got Iron Man. You got Wolverine. You have Doctor Strange in there. You have Luke Cage in the background. I mean, to be fair, this is where a lot of the high-level superheroes are. We have Spider-Man. We have the Devil of Hell's Kitchen. It's Daredevil. We have the Fantastic Four. We have the Avengers. This is where most of the superheroes live, in New York. So you are seeing a lot of really cool people here. I'm very, very excited to try to get this one. I think that might go slightly under retail, especially if not that first day. Definitely because that will be October 5th. Actually, that's October 5th. Isn't that the Wednesday? Yeah, that's the Wednesday. So that's actually the day before Comic-Con. There's going to be a lot of parties. There's a Todd McFarlane thing. I have dinner on that Wednesday. There's so many different things. I would have I'm trying to think. I would wait to get that, because even though I think it's an ultra rare, it's a con exclusive, it's the first one of New York, I really do want that, but I do want the Loki Scepter even more. And again, I would rather get the Loki Scepter first. But speaking of Daredevil, the Devil of Hell's Kitchen, there are 5,800 of him, so there's a little bit of him. There's a good amount, but he is rare, and it's $50 for him. It's not a blind box like Electro, where there's so many others. Secret rare, it's animated, it's not. It is a con exclusive, and that is what it is right there. I'm not even sure it'll sell out, just again, because we do have the Amazing Spider-Man number 42, which is the first full appearance of Mary Jane, which it's a normal comic, $7, and it is 10,000, so it is very, very rare. It's very super limited edition. So if you by happenstance get a rare, which is 1,000 of them, or ultra rare 500, or secret rare 250, I think a lot of these will go above retail, because again, there's only 10,000 of them. That should sell out. Loki Scepter, 6,500 of them. That is the same amount of mint numbers as the Tesseract, or no, I'm sorry, as the rare Eye of Agamotto. So there is a lot of speculation on what we're going to have here, whether it's going to be. I still think there's going to be 3 gauntlets. I think there's going to be the Tony Stark gauntlet, there's going to be the Thanos gauntlet, and there's going to be a fake gauntlet. So I do think we have a couple of those. If that one, that should sell out because everyone should want one. That should go above retail. If it doesn't, I'll grab a couple. So the things that I really want is the Scepter. I'll go for the comic just because I don't know. I feel like that's a pretty good gamble for me anyway. Even though most likely probably gonna get the common. I think it's worth it. And then the Marvel poster, Welcome to New York. I think that does go below retail during the week because again there is a lot of stuff coming out, but I want it, so I'll probably get that. Then there's Mysterio. So I've never been a huge Mysterio fan. Masters of Illusion, arch nemesis of Spider-Man. Mysterio knows how to turn the tide in his favor. Must have digital collectible features. Mysterio in premium digital format. And this is a blind box. There's 3,000 rare and there is 2,000 ultra rare. The ultra rare is not animated, but you just have the rare, him in his pose, and then the ultra rare, him with just that gas around him, which I thought it's cool. People that like him will probably get it. Not really my cup of tea. There's a really limited amount of him too. There's less of him than is Daredevil. Well, Daredevil, I would argue, is a lot more popular, especially when you have. I have been waiting for Daredevil to appear in the what do you call it? In the She-Hulk series. He hasn't yet. We've seen his mask. Like we've seen. There's a guy that specifically outfits superheroes with their costumes, and there's a guy that you see the original Daredevil, the yellow Daredevil costume. You see that in like the trash, as in he made it for Daredevil, but he didn't like it. Daredevil wanted the red suit. I cannot wait for him to show up. I don't know how many episodes we have left in She-Hulk, but there's not too many left, and I've been waiting for this for so long. They have a lot of cameos each week. I think they're really good. Anywho, outside of that, I think that's about it, right? Yeah. Oh, no, I'm sorry. One last thing, and then I'll get to the comments, I promise. NASDAQ is to launch an institutional Bitcoin crypto custody services. There is a report over from NASDAQ.com. The exchange is set to enter the crowded market of institutional Bitcoin custody as it aims to become a service provider in the cryptocurrency space. The NASDAQ is seeking to offer custody services to institutions dipping their toes into cryptocurrency. The exchange has been a service provider in the market for some time, but the new move marks a fresh foray into the sector. The NASDAQ's new service would bring the company into direct competition with well-established firms such as Coinbase. There's going to be a war. Can't wait. Can't heckin' wait. Comment down below if you like that idea as well. So I'm going to X out of some of these things, and then I will go and I will take the questions. Let's see what we got here. Bill Gardner says, first like, let's go, get it, Bill Gardner. Bill Gardner says, Randy, I'm terming my new conspiracy Vision Gate. Will we get 2,110 secret rare visions? So the reason why people are thinking that is because Vision has the. Oh, what would you sacrifice Vision? I feel like you would probably get like Gamora or Black or Black Widow, because you have some Mind Stone, right? Mind Stone in I think that's in the Tesseract, right? I'm pretty sure. If I Google this, no, Space Stone's in the Tesseract, Mind Stone's in Loki's Scepter. So I don't know why you would need Vision to get the Mind Stone, like sacrifice him, like kill him, and then or burn him, and then you get the Mind Stone. Because again, that's in the Scepter. But in general, for the Soul Stone, you would have to go and sacrifice someone. So maybe we have 2100 editions of, I don't know, Scarlett Johansson or you know, Black Widow, or maybe we have that of Gamora, or maybe we have anything. I think any Marvel secret, maybe that's what they could do. Say any Marvel secret rare to go and, yeah, any Marvel secret rare to be sacrificed. I would enjoy that as long as the collectible. I don't know, because if we have Marvel secret rare comics that are included, yeah, if you burn a comic, you know, there's so many comics out there, and a lot of them are not worth a ton. I would rather them have, say, a Marvel secret rare. That would be really good, because I think Elektra is the cheapest Marvel secret rare. Let's see what that is, because that does fall under the Daredevil thing. So let's take a look at that. Yep, getting out of here. Any insights? Nope, not answering that. Let's go to the brands, and she should be under Daredevil, right? Yeah. So Elektra, the secret rare. Let's see. There's 42 for sale, and she's actually at $80. Okay, I thought she was a little under that, but she's at $80. I met someone at VCon. I don't know if anyone here remembers. Met someone at VCon that had like 100-something Elektras, and I was like, oh my god. He's like, they're gonna fix her eventually, and I was like, you're probably right. They're probably going to, you know, at some point, because that's the one that really got a lot of flack. But yeah, he went hard on them. I was like, Jesus, man. So I would say that's got to be the cheapest Marvel secret rare, right? I mean, I have a lot of the Marvels. Let's go to the full sets, because I think that had a lot of the secret rares as well. There's Disney. There's what other stuff. I have a lot of the Marvel stuff. Even the one that's not a first appearance, like the Captain America secret rare, like the big statue. Those are $660. No way are you sacrificing one of those. Deadpool, probably even more. Oh, Deadpool is only $303. I mean, you'd still rather sacrifice something that's $80 as opposed to $300. Maybe Storm, or maybe Invisible Woman, because she is not a first appearance. So Invisible Woman might actually be lower, because there's 1,500. No, 139. Elektra's still and Storm is definitely going to be over Sue Storm, over the Invisible Woman. Obviously, Loki's, those are a couple $100 as well, pretty easily. Yeah, $349. I should really buy some of those. If I get, so I was talking to a buddy of mine that happened to message me before, saying, if you had a second Veve logo, would you sell it? I'm thinking about it so I can get money for all the trips coming up, but I also want to keep it. Basically, I said, if keeping it prevents you from coming to these trips, I say sell it, because I selfishly, want to see this person. But if they are, I don't know. I mean, I say keep it, mostly because I think that's a grail. Not that I'd spend my money on another one right now. If I had any additional funds, it would go to Omi. But a lot of things I do, I think the Disney, completing that Disney, all the golden moments, are probably a pretty good idea. I have the most expensive one. I have a partner statue. I would need, I think I have an Elsa, so I need the hat. It would only cost a couple grand maybe to get, so it might not be too hard by the end of the year. But again, I'd rather just get Omi. But if I come into a decent amount of money, probably gonna get those. Probably get another Loki or two. I'll probably get, if there's any other Marvel Mighties, I'll get them. I'm really upset we're not getting a Marvel Mighty here. I really want another. I know there's like 7 of them already, but I want them. Anyway, moving on here. NFT Heroes has one OUP. I was hoping they would have it out before Comic-Con, but since it's so close to Comic-Con already, I don't think they're going to want to say, oh yeah, here's the OUP article. But then we're going to ignore it for 6 days, because they have to focus on Comic-Con. They have to focus on onboarding a lot of users, and doing everything there, making a lot of presentations, doing a lot of drops. So it's probably going to be after Comic-Con, which again is next week. Comic-Con is this week. We could possibly get it next Tuesday, next Wednesday, whatever. Moment of silence brought to you by hydration. Who else saw David with his SpaceX water bottle the other day? I'm gonna ask him about that when I see him. I was happy. Said looking forward to Comic-Con. Excited to meeting some of the Veve fam. Excited to see you again, Aldous. Me and Aldous and a buddy of ours we had met on. Was it last year? Maybe it was this year. I Maybe it was last year. I don't know. I forget. Oh, maybe it was this year. The years, the days, they kind of blend in together. We got Common Zero says, when we moon in man, it depends what you mean by moon. I mean, mooning can be like a 3x. I mean, that's possible. Well, I was gonna say this year, but if the article isn't even out, until next week, it probably doesn't start getting implemented until, at least the next month after. So maybe November, maybe December, and then maybe we have holidays, so maybe not then. But we'll just cut it. To be safe, we'll just say next year. 3 to 10x. I know that's a really broad spectrum. Let's say 3 to 12x, even bigger. Let's say 5 to 12x, which I realize is the same as 3 to 10x as far as the, but it's. I mean, this year there's so much. We don't know when it happens. When OUP starts to get implemented, then yeah, we'll start that, or at least we'll start the burn, which I'm super excited. I can't wait for that. You have no idea. I'm not getting any younger. Like, I'm literally not getting any younger. But we'll see. Also, what I would ask people to do as well, if I can go and ask them this, if my YouTube starts working, it would be to go and smash that like button. That is a free way to help support the channel. Smashing that. Smash it, smash it, smash it. Okay. Ooh, we got Brock McBlockchain doing a tweet. Foster Hilt says, I love my Veve light and merch, and I'm proud to rock them in my videos and on a daily basis, but the question remains, when Omi light, a Komi, and Brock McBlockchain says, you'll see the light of the burn from space. Oh, that's so good. I'm going to screenshot that and put it in one of my normal videos. Maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Biggest Bro says, what's up, Gator Lord? Much love and blessings, and thanks for the stream. Oh, cheers, of course. Always gotta have a stream as often as I can. Gotta pay the bills. Common Zero says, I'm damn near homeless and evicted. Wish I could. Oh, that's not cool. All right. Well, Commons and Zeros. I've said before, people that have been here since the Earth 2 days actually have been homeless. There has been I've streamed from my car. Like I've told people before, had it not been for my friends here, and I had no idea where to go, I would not sell Omi. I have. It's like my friend Otto, rest in peace. He had just built, since high school, built up such a really brolic body, and he always says like, hey, how is like boxing like for like your body, like do you like, I see some boxers that are like really jacked, I see some boxers that are like really skinny, and I was like, oh, it really depends on body type, and at the time I was really scrawny. I was like, oh, you see me, and it's like, well, I really want to get in better shape, I really want, just like, can you fight? I was like, well, yeah. Like, you want to spar? So he takes a couple of lessons, and he's actually a decent athlete. I was like, do you want to stay with it? You're actually not bad. And he says, I feel like I could be really good, but I've worked too long and too hard to get this body. I don't want to like kind of throw it all away. I was like, yeah, I understand that. I have worked too long and too hard and put literally my heart and soul and life into this investment. I will not sell. Like, I mean, I won't sell at these prices. Will I, if I come into some money, let's say I start working for Republic next month, and then I start going or maybe this month, it's October now, and I start getting a little bit of money, yeah, and if I buy some at these prices, and then, we go to 0.0039 or 0.004, and I triple some of that money, yeah, I might take a little bit of that, although I probably wouldn't, because it's the last quarter. Why would I, take profit on that now, just to pay taxes on that in April? That's pretty silly. I might wait till January. So I definitely won't sell anything, this year, but I will not sell these prices. I might sell a small, tiny fraction when we get up to like, I don't know, 0.008 again, to see, if we break through that, then obviously it's going wild. But if we stay at like that 0.0085, 0.009, and we just fall back down, well, then good. I'll just rebuy some then. But yeah, I would. But again, that's just me. I'm crazy, and I have no family, no kids, no anything. So it doesn't matter. But if you have people that are like depending on you, you got to do what you got to do. Again, not a financial advisor to you guys. Bill Gardner says #VisionGate. I don't think it would be Vision, and I don't think it would be Vision for the Mind Stone. He has the Mind Stone, but I don't see sacrificing him to get that, considering the Mind Stone's in Loki's Scepter. Maybe if there's a Vision and the Secret Rare, I really do want a Vision. That would have been great to come out for WandaVision. I would love that. But, oh well. Moving on. Smarty Pants says, just checked my Veve wallet ranking on a Mutascan and now can confirm I'm ranked between 120 and 140 without giving away exactly which one I am. MCP tier, here we come. What do you have to be in like the top 500 wallets? Like, how many collectibles do you need to have? Or how many sets? Or how many comics? Like, let me know, because I actually don't know. That'd be really fun. Common Zero says, how do I check my Veve wallet on a Mutascan? I'm actually not sure. I don't know if Veve, Kelly, the Veve Fox, has a video on it, or at Rootless Girl. She does have something with the metadata. She's really, really good at that. What's up, Jayco? How's it going, fam? Says, hey, Randy. Bill Gardner says, I'm going for at least 4 scepters. I'm only going for 1. I don't have a ton of money, but yeah. I mean, so in New, I mean, a lot of the money's already going to the hotel because it's New York. It's gonna be expensive. I don't live close anymore. I used to be an hour train ride away. I'm a 2-hour thing away just from what do you call it? Just from Penn Station, not including the walking, not doing that. I'm not commuting 4 hours, a day for that. I'll just eat it. I'll get the hotel and then go from there. Bill Gar says, I'm pumped about old school Bond posters too. Oh yeah, I didn't put that in this video. I didn't really put a bunch of the screenshots about the info or whatever in there, but that old school Bond poster looks pretty legit. When does that come out? I have to take a look at that, because that is something that I would like to get. That will come out. Oh, that comes out on Wednesday as well. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So there's a bunch of stuff that they're doing. So they're doing that. Oh, and the Snap Pride shot is the 15th October. I think I put that in this morning's video as well. But yeah, good times. Moving on now. You will get Gauntlet and rip out a Vision's head. No. I mean, again, that's already in Loki Scepter, but yeah, Vision's secret rare. You'd probably be able to. I'd hope they say sacrifice a secret rare for a Soul Stone. I'd sacrifice so many alligator Lokis. It'd be great. Bill Gardner says that's what happened to MCU. Yeah, I know. It's different though. Wooloo says, Randy, what do you think about David Yu securing a deal with the Pokemon card? There's zero evidence that we have a Pokemon deal. But to finish, Wooloo, you say to get the art from the artist that is used from the Pokemon, they can be one of one, similar to Marvel art. As the art of the cards are clean, especially the full art ones, but there's zero evidence that we have an agreement with the Pokemon card company. Yeah, there's just zero evidence of that. I mean, if there is, and somehow I've been living under a rock, or I've been willfully ignorant, send me the link, Wooloo. Say whether you're going to send it on like Twitter or wherever. But as of right now, there is none of that. We did have evidence of a tease that I did go over yesterday a little bit, and again, it was from an AMA or a community update like 3 months ago, where he had a little Pikachu card in the background, and then Alex was asking Dan, can you collect them all? And so it had been teased, but again, you really don't want to tease anything from Nintendo. I know Nintendo doesn't 100% own Pokemon; it just owns a third of it. But you do not want to tease anything having to do with Nintendo IP. They will rip it out from you in a second. So it's not saying that they're not teasing anymore because they have it and they're just trying to be good. But I'm also not saying that they even had negotiations with them and they fell through. I'm not even saying they had negotiations at all. I'm just saying that that's a possibility of why they're not teasing anymore. What do we got here? We got Bill Gardner saying, what if instead of it killing Vision, taking out the Mind Stone, will transform it into the new Vision from WandaVision? Oh, that'd be dope. I mean, I see Veve doing both. Here is classic Vision. Here is new Vision. After they go over the ship of Theseus. I don't picture Marvel and Disney and Veve saying, you can sell 2 of these. They're pretty much identical, just one has color and one doesn't. And they could reap profits from that. I see them. That would be dope if they did that, though. Oh my god, water is by far the best beverage, even if it makes the stomach or the food in my stomach expand because I'm fat. Sleeping, what's going on, fam? I hope you're doing well. You are my bae. Lord of the Realms is, I wish I could afford to go to New York Comic Con, but I just blew all my money on Salt Lake Comic Con last weekend. Being a nerd is expensive. Being a nerd do be expensive though. I'm probably gonna try to go to that next year. Salt Lake. I just have a bunch of friends in Utah. A couple of gals I deployed with. They're awesome. I've been trying to get them on the podcast, but they're just like, Chavez, we are nervous about that. And I was like, I understand. You will go to war, but you will not come on the podcast. And they're like, I'm nervous. Like, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, but that seems fun. I like Utah because I really want to go to Kanab, Utah. Best Friends Animal Society has that giant, sanctuary down there. So that would be really cool to go see. Bill Garner says, my next physical comic, gotta get a Groot first appearance, TTA 13, maybe a 4.0 grade. Nice, nice. Those are all. I think the 9.8s, I think the highest grade, they go for like $20,000, that first appearance Groot. Pretty heckin' awesome. Milham, what's going on? Oh my good golly gosh, Milham, it's been a while. But howdy doody to you, sir. Hope you and Brandy are doing well. When am I going to see you guys? You guys coming to New York Comic Con? When am I seeing you guys? When am I seeing you guys? Let me know. Bill Gardner says maybe a 5.0 if I can swing it. Get it. I do want one. I am going to be such a dork when when Omi moons. I'll be buying all these things. Matt Smith says those 9 countries you listed have little power in NATO. I know, but they're there. So I just figured, and again, it's not me saying like, oh, this is a big thing. It's just saying that they do have 9 people saying, yep. Like I said, I don't want any escalation, but there is a chance that if Ukraine does join NATO, then you do have the chance that Russia backs off, because if he does do that, then treaties and stuff get enacted, and then you really do have World War III. So we'll see what happens. Dino Lang says, hello there, General Dino. Jim Austin says, my collectibles just put out a video about metadata for Veve, I believe. Oh, so then definitely watch that then. If he has a concise, succinct video, do that if you're able to tell where you are on a Mutascan. But there should be a few of those coming out, so good on my collectibles. My favorite nickname for him, I don't know who came up with it, like he's the Mr. Rogers of Veve. And he's so cool. He's growing so quickly. He went from not a lot of subscribers to well over 6,000. He'll probably reach that 7,000 soon, probably this quarter, maybe even 8,000, probably catching up to me at some point. He's very, very wholesome. I love him. Smarty Pan says, just check for you, Randy. Veve Wallet at rank 500 has 850 collectibles. Rank 1 has 203,000 collectibles. But don't worry, rank 2 is 15,000. So the rank number 1, I think, is the actual Veve wallet where they keep 40 of each, collectible, whatever. So that's actually the Veve wallet. Number 2 that has 15,000 collectibles, I think that one's Dr. Profits. At least one of his. And there's and I'm guessing with the token, so that's between your collectibles and your comics, I'm assuming. But yeah, the number 1, the 200,000, that is, I believe, Veve's wallet. And then the number 2, that is Dr. Profits. I know a decent amount of the top 20, or definitely the top 100. And they're all just really cool. They're all really awesome. They're all people that just so yeah, they're not going to put their money into crap, but they just like it. Like one of my friends, we'll call him Big Bad Buckeye. He's the one that will be having lunch with David Yu and I in Anaheim. He's got like 1,500 collectibles. Got 100 something. He's got like, I think between him and his brother, they have well over 100 of the Thor posters, because only 595, I think, were redeemed or something like that. And so they have like 20% of them. It's absolutely ridiculous. And there's a Black Panther poster that is, let me see if I don't know if I took a screenshot of it. Let's see here. Where are you? Yeah, so Cinemark's Wakanda Forever. You purchase tickets for a chance to win one of 1,000. So there is only 1,000 of these NFTs. Cinemark's Wakanda Forever NFT sweepstakes. You enter for a chance to win. Wakanda Forever during the entry period logged into your membership account online by scanning your membership QR code in the theater and redeem this reward to fill out your online registration for terms, no purchase necessary, yada, yada, yada. But basically, winner must claim the promotional code by January 28th, 2023, using the Veve app, sponsor Cinemark USA. I don't even know where Cinemarks are. I don't believe I've ever seen a Cinemark. Obviously, there's Lowe's, there's Darts, there's a bunch, but I don't know where in the world Cinemarks are. Maybe that's like a British thing or something, or maybe somewhere in the Midwest where I'm really not too familiar with. Although it says that they're based in Texas, so maybe there a bunch of them are in Texas. I lived in San Antonio for like 2 months, but that was really with the military, and I never really left the um I never really left not Langley. That's gonna be a meme. I never really left Lackland Air Force Base. That's where I did the training. Um, so I don't I don't know, but I guarantee you, out of 1,000 of these, same thing as the other. Especially because this isn't like AMC. This isn't a meme coin. This isn't something that people know. I say less than half of these are redeemed. So this is going to be super super rare. I know in Texas want to buy a whole bunch of these, and yeah, like I guarantee you, some people that are going to do this, that are going to win one, they're like, "Ew, an NFT. I don't need it. I don't want it." Guarantee these aren't even redeemed. Oh god, this is gonna be so. Can't wait. Can't wait. That's gonna be really fun. Oh, where was I? Yugen Tashi says, "What's your thoughts on crypto bottoming?" Okay, going back here for this. Thoughts on crypto bottoming. Do we know it's going to bottom? Do we know when it's bottom? It hasn't bottomed yet. I don't believe it's bottomed yet. I believe it'll be around 13 to 15K. That'll be and I know it's wide spectrum, but there's no way this is the bottom. Whether it's God's Entry, whether it's Omi Panda, whether it's friends of mine that yeah, 13 to 15K is about will be about the bottom. It's possible that BlackRock doing like injecting a lot of money into it in December in conjunction with, let's say Ukraine does join NATO and then Russia backs off and then they call an end to the war, they call a truce, they call whatever. Then you get, and then let's say the election's such a wild card. I mean, what is the stock market lost like $8 trillion since Biden's been in office? I don't know what they're going to do. I mean, I think that you have right now, when Trump left office, the reserves of the oil that we had were pretty much maxed out. There was a lot. They filled it up to the tippy top. He bought a fudge ton of oil. I forget from where. And Biden has been okay. So this was not Biden's fault. I don't believe. I believe that during the pandemic, when the government was handing out all these checks and like oil, and now the bill's coming due, gas and inflation probably should be a bit higher, but because Biden's using a lot of these a lot of those oil reserves, lowering the price of gas from where it should be, and he's obviously going to stop that after the election. Gas is going to go. If you think gas is high now, give it 2 months, gas is going to go through the freaking moon. Because again, after the election, no reason to artificially lower the gas prices. So oil probably going to be a lot. Like I've got a buddy of mine that literally just bought an oil field. Like, and he's gonna make so much heckin' money with that. So do I think anything's bottomed here? Probably not. The only way is if, like I said, the Ukraine-Russia war comes over and BlackRock pumps a ton of money into the market in December. So I think if it's a slow bleed, this could be here for another 6 months, maybe even longer. SoCal Omiho says Kay is doing a live on metadata right now. Oh, what am I meant to brag? Got him where I want him now. Whoa, never my intention to brag. And is he? No, he's not. Oh, he did one. he did it. It was 35 minutes ago. I'm not that far behind my comments, am I? 54. No. He was doing one. I guess he just did a walkthrough of it. So definitely go check that out. Kay is very good at what he does. So that'll definitely be really, really good. That'll definitely be really informational. Oh god, hiccups. Smarty Pan says yes, 203,000, not a typo. Yeah, I know. But yeah, that's Veve's. So Gus says K doing live. Oh yep, just read that. James Royalwood says everyone would burn Electra. Yeah, but see, that's what you would do. You would burn Electra because that's going to be the cheapest Marvel Secret Rare. But in doing so, let's take a look at this. This is important. If we go to the Daredevil and we see the Electros, there's 2,800 of them. They would only burn so long as they are the cheapest. So, honestly, 10, 20. You burn about 20 of these. You buy about 20 of these. Suddenly, it goes to 289. And then it start getting to the point where I would still rather buy one of these and burn these as opposed to Alligator Loki, because Alligator Loki is only 800. Only 800 of them, and 20% is locked up, like by me and like 5 other people. So yeah, that's and I would want to get more at some point. If Omi does a 3x, let's go to if Omi does a 3x, and I see Alligator Loki stay the same or go down, but let's say stay the same, you can be damn sure I'm buying some of those. You'd be damn sure I'm buying a lot of those things. Actually, I'm gonna go to my profile, and I'm gonna take a look at my Lokis here. Where am I at? And I'm gonna actually put one up for sale. I'm not gonna actually sell it. I'm just gonna go and look at my 18 editions of these, and actually let's see what the lowest. Okay, X out of that. No. 21 for sale. Okay. So I'm going to take a look at the lowest mint that's on here. Oh, number 43 for 4,300. I mean, that's obviously, like more than 10 times the price of the floor, but that's that's cool. So obviously I'll put one of mine up. What do I have, number 69? No, I don't. I have number 69 common and number 69 ultra rare. I do not have a number 69. I have number 60, but I'll just do a 626. Yeah. And I will put that up for 10K because obviously nobody's going to buy it. But just to tell people, hey, I'm here. I am, find me and follow me. Obviously, don't buy that. But yeah, I would much rather burn a bunch of those Electras because there's so much more of them than there are Lokis. I would hope that other people would burn the Lokis so that mine go up in value. But again, I told people I would never sell Lokis, which is true. And this is another thing. This is like, see who's pumping and dumping. See who, like, I don't want to, so I'm not going to call anyone out specifically, but you can go and you can figure out like who's got whose wallet, event by seeing transactions. You can tell based on that I've never sold a Loki. I told people I'd never sell one, never sold one. Guarantee you there's other people out there that's like, oh, never going to sell this. 2 weeks later, they sell it. Never sold that Loki. My Veve sign, my Veve logo is up for $100,000. Nobody's buying that. Like, it's on sale for me to show off and for people to find me and be able to follow me on the app, but it's not on sale. It's not really for sale. If people buy that, okay, sure. I'll sweep the floor of bottom 10 of them. And then if you same thing with the Alligator Lokis. Yeah, if somebody buys that for 10K, I'll sweep the floor of the bottom 10. Maybe not. I feel like that might. I feel like if there's only 18 of these, or there's only the bottom 10 my bottom 10 might actually even be more than 10K. Let's take a look. I just don't want to do that and then be like, oh, now I have to spend 20,000. Ooh, yeah, that bottom 10 is 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that bottom. So I'll sweep the bottom 3 then if that sells, because the bottom 10 would be close to 10K anyway. What I would do is, yeah, and then just the rest to owe me. Moving on here. Wulu says it's not confirmed, just using the art that's used on the card, just an idea of it for the future if the deal is secured. So it depends on the artist. Let's go back on bed for this. You could possibly get an artist maybe like Mitsuhiro Arita. You're not getting Ken Sugimori. Ken Sugimori is just, you'll never get a signature. His artwork is ironclad. His contracts are ironclad with Pokemon. Mitsuhiro Arita can basically do whatever he wants. Ken Sugimori is just, even like sketches for his family, I don't really think he does. So I would be fine with Arita. That'd be great. And you got a couple of other ones as well, but those are like kind of like 2 of the most notorious ones that people really love, most notable. So I would say if you could do that to get some of the artists, yeah, I would love that if they're, and that's a good first step of getting their foot in the door to maybe getting an agreement with Pokemon at some point in the future. Milham says, Brandy says hi. She's a poopy butt, by the way. Oh, tell her I said hey as well. Fun Under the Sun says, how's the Omi King doing? Yo, what up, Fun Under the Sun? I hope you're doing well. And yeah, I'm doing all right. I did some legs and some biceps today, and I made 1 too many sandwiches, I think. But just trying to live my best life. I shaved, so I'm trying to look good for the Veve fam and the Veve peeps that see me. So I hope that I'm not too ugly for you. And yeah, that's how I'm doing. Smarty Matt Pants says, oh, that makes sense. Oscar Schreier, what up? Says hello, howdy. Omar Kasaje, what's going on? How you doing? I hope to see a lot of y'all at Comic-Con, because I do. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be fun. Bill Garner says, yeah, I'm thinking 13 to 15K Bitcoin as well. Yeah, a lot of people are. Bone on the Sun says, do you have questions prepared for David Zinner? I mean, I usually shoot from the hip, but so you're the second person to ask me. Somebody else asked me as well. I'm going to the lunch with him in November at Designer Con. David had mentioned in the one of the community updates that Dr. Prophet will be going to dinner with him. I'm not 100% sure who his guest list is. I don't know. But it will be, I am on the books. I mean, I'll talk to David about it when I see him at the Veve booth this week. Like, hey, here's my friend. He's the one that bought the, Gary Basement 101. We're going to go. Can we set like a date and a time and a place, and, we'll meet you there. But that's really it. I typically don't have questions lined up. If anyone watches like the first time he was on my stream, when I was streaming for like 12 or 14 hours when he came on, and it was just me. Like that particular time, there wasn't 8 other people there that were joining. It was just me. Dino Lang tried to join. He tried to be like, go in the background. Like I was like, sorry, man. He was obviously there for the other one. But I told him, or that whole hour interview, that was just a shoot from the hip. I was on Lucy. I was on Tesla Key. I was drunk. Like, I apparently you couldn't tell, but I don't even think I could watch it because I cringe at myself when I look at it. I was like, oh, why do you do this? Why do you make these faces? Clearly that was the most sexy face you've ever seen. But yeah, I just shoot from the hip. Commas and Zero says, #Randonite, #Randizzle, #Randarian. Bill Gardner says, Randy is the Gator Lord. I am Gator Lord. Hear me roar. Crypto B says, Bitcoin broke resistance. LOL. Did it? Ugh, let's see what we got here. Or do I just go Australian, mate? Oh, no, I don't know why I do that. I mean, what is or was resistance for Bitcoin? I don't. Well, we'll see. We'll see. The price of Bitcoin. I don't want to say that that was resistance. Yeah, no. Resistance would be quite a bit long. Dude, 6 months ago, we were double of where we are now. We're at like 42, 43,000. Which also where we, January 1st, 47,000. Actually, we were there March 29th as well. About a year ago, we were 49,000. Damn, we really did get up high. We got up to 69, right? Someone comment nice down below with 69. Yeah, I went insane, but that I don't think that was resistance. Fun of the Suns, you always look good, buddy. Ah, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Ooh, my body. Jay Solo says, "What's up, Randy? Crypto Rain predicts a big October and November for crypto. What do you think?" I hope so. I mean, Crypto Rain's very, very smart. He's very, very intelligent. I definitely wouldn't bet against him. So maybe it starts early. Maybe we get a little bit of a mini bull run here. Maybe just because of the election, maybe Biden promises something or does something to make us rally a little bit. I definitely think that's possible. So we shall see. Let me. Should I have him on? I should have him on again. I don't know who else is going. Let me message a group here. Oh lordy. Well, we do have some more news. Apple CEO Tim Cook predicts AR will have profound impact, downplays metaverse. How do you say that AR has a profound impact, but then downplays metaverse? Not really sure the average person can tell you what the metaverse is. Cook tells Dutch news outlet. Augmented reality is the future. Apple Inc. Chief Executive Tim Cook says in a new interview while downplaying the so-called metaverse. Oh, Jookie slay me. In an interview published by the Dutch media outlet Bright on Friday, Cook called AR, in which virtual objects are overlaid onto the real world through glasses or smartphone, a transformational technology that will soon be as ubiquitous as a smartphone or the internet. Yep, we got over that. But Cook was not as bullish on virtual reality or as Mark Zuckerberg's Meta platforms, which was up to 2.16 today, has dubbed its version the metaverse. I think it's important that people understand what something is. I'm really not sure the average person can tell you. Oh my god, how many times I can tell us the same thing? He added that he thinks VR, while more immersive, is limiting. Well, for now, yeah. I don't think you want to live your life that way, Cook said. VR is for regular periods, but not a way to communicate well. Apple is reportedly working on at least 2 new mixed reality products, an AR/VR standalone headset and AR glasses that can be an everywhere wearable. Well, the headset is rumored to be coming later this year, but probably 2023. The glasses are believed to be years away from a release. That makes sense. What do I think here? I'm thinking that... Let me go here. I'm thinking that... Oh, also check out the Feesh's sweatshirt. Check out the Feesh gear. Feesh. Princess Toadstool. Feesh. I know she says Peach, but I made it funny. David has said that they have pretty much weekly calls with Apple. What does that mean? I don't know. We shall see. Is the weekly calls with Apple just negotiations, trying to get us out of that 30%? Obviously getting out of that 30% fee that we had to pay, which was BS. And then we just did the web app version, which is obviously much better for us. And then now Apple's saying you have to pay a 30% fee, trying to get their suddenly Veve no longer requires us to pay Apple that 30% because we get it through the web app. And then Apple's like, okay, well, we're going to have 30% of stuff. But like, fudge, man. If they're partnering with Veve in some way and they want to do this with everyone except Veve, okay, cool. Do that. And this is such a great way around it. Get Apple to fund us. Sell Apple 2% of the company. What does that cost them? Let's say at a $2 billion market cap, which I believe we're higher, but let's say $2 billion. We go and we have 10% would be 200 million. 1% would be 20 million. So have Apple give us $40 million, give them 2% of the company, and then we go, and then Apple you see a lot of those fees start being waived. Now, I get it. You don't want to serve all these different masters and whatever, but, if they're making your life difficult, can't beat them, join them. Go full on into business with them. Matt Murphy said, "You're a legend, Randy. Thanks for all the content you've given me on my Veve journey." Well, thank you, Matt Murphy. Matt Murphy, do you have a wife named Melanie? And was her last name Smith before she married you? Let me know. I feel like we've crossed paths before. Crypto B says bearish trend line. Oh yeah, totally for Bitcoin, totally bearish. Yeah, I mean we've been moving sideways for since June. We've been moving sideways since June. June we're at 20.5K, and we've been trading sideways for a while. And either the longer the sideways trade, either the bigger the breakout or the bigger the breakdown. It's gonna break out it's gonna break one way. I say down at first, and then we can go back up and declare we were once again. But that seems to be it. Oh god. Guessing that's why. Yep. Okay. But that's it for me today. Thank you for all the comments. Thank you for being here with me. Comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye to Dashi. I love you guys. Goodbye. Meow, meow, meow. And remember, Feesh merch. Go to the Feeshes on Twitter. Mint a Feesh down below. Always got to mention them. Bye. Meow, 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 meow.